So I've been riding the bus here in Australia, riding the ferry, getting on light rail, going on trains. Almost every day I'm riding public transport here in Sydney and haven't yet had a bad experience. Like, haven't yet run into a crazy person. I mean, I'm sure there's meth in Sydney, but I haven't seen any evidence of it. Like that, the latest brand of meth apparently cut with fentanyl, it leads people to do crazy amounts of hoarding. So you see all these homeless in Los Angeles, pushing shopping carts and they just have enormous mounds of stuff. I haven't seen any of that here in Sydney. About 1 out of 3 times that I get on a bus or a rail, train in LA, there's some crazy disruptive person. I haven't encountered that once here in Australia, so where are the crazies? Where are the nutters? I mean, I know Australia has crazies and nutters, but they don't seem terribly offensive. And I haven't seen any evidence yet of meth heads. I mean, I'm sure there are meth heads in Sydney, but where are they? I don't see them. They're not riding public transport. It's really sweet where the public square is clean and friendly and nice. Public square, public street, the public beaches, the public toilets, public amenities, public showers, public transportation, public libraries. I've been to a lot of libraries here in New South Wales and haven't run into any homeless, haven't run into any crazies taking up residence in the library. So it's really sweet to be able to just go to the library and pick out books and read and not be disrupted or not be assaulted by really smelly meth heads, drug addicts, alcoholics. Haven't yet had one unpleasant experience in Australia. Haven't yet run into one rude person. I don't recall any ranting, crazed meth head addict. I mean, I've seen a handful of homeless. I've seen a couple of, alcoholics or drug addicts, but they weren't causing major social disruption. I mean, I saw once an Aborigine walk across the street when the traffic was coming, just kind of weaving his way through traffic. Riding public transport here is like a perfectly pleasant experience, perfectly safe. Where are the nutters, man? Where are the crazies? And I'm thinking about how much I'm going to miss Sydney. Yeah, definitely much higher quality of life, much more social cohesion and social trust. G'day, Jim. I'm on the way to Sydney Airport. So I'll give you a call when I get to the airport and we'll catch up. Thank you for your hospitality, Mango Jim. Thank you for the mangoes. Thank you for the rides. Thank you for the trip to the Blue Mountains to see Andrew Fraser. Yep, I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Leaving on a jet plane. Now I hope my flight back to LA is like my flight to Sydney, because it was only at about 10% capacity. So very pleasant. You could stretch out. Well, you get to see me here on YouTube, mate. I'm sorry, I've got to come out and talk to your group. So I want to come back here, mate. I have to be back soon. I remember just before I left, I asked my sister, do you need anything? Do you want a hot drink? And then we immediately both cracked up. because I'm not the type of person who's usually offering hot drinks and helping people out and the empathetic, caring type. So no, I'm not going to be antisocial. There's like high social cohesion here. When you have a socially cohesive, high social trust society, it makes it much easier to deal with things like COVID. I'm not going to create a disruption. I'm a very respectable man. People look up to me. Okay, yeah, I'm the least respectable of the three kids by far. I mean, what kind of respectable person goes on YouTube every day and makes live streams? Next time I buy luggage, I'm going to buy luggage that you can roll. Man, the sweat was just pouring off me. So I was carrying my backpack. Getting closer to Sydney Airport. Be a rebel, like. Maybe I want to become socially conventional a little bit. It's happening, bros. What's happening? Third-party films. I'm really curious what happens when I get back to LA. Do I intensely miss Sydney? Do I start getting out of my rut, getting out of my routine, getting out of my shell? Like start exploring LA like I've been exploring Sydney? Is this trip going to change me? Is it going to encourage me to reach out more and do more new things? Well, LA's in the middle of an Omicron surge. Just like New South Wales, I think they recorded something like 170,000 cases yesterday. So I had my COVID test yesterday, I tested negative. I've had 4 PCR COVID tests in Australia. Everyone's been negative. But I have largely avoided public gatherings for the past week just to be on the safe side, to try to minimize the chances of getting sick. I find it really easy to make friends here in Sydney. Like people are pretty open and friendly. I find Sydney a friendly city. How is the air quality in contrast to LA? Yeah, excellent air quality, mate. The best. I did not have a chat with that Aborigine. Like I wanted to compare musical techniques, maybe pick up some tips. Man, I am so tired because every day that I've been in Sydney for the past week, I've been walking about 20 kilometers and I am exhausted. So I'm really looking forward to getting on a plane and just sitting for 14 hours. So I've only seen a handful of Aborigines in Sydney. Usually the Aborigines live in Northern Territories and regional Australia. They have their own compounds. Big Bash League. You guys catching the Big Bash League? It's 2020 cricket. So entertaining every night. You can get a cricket match in 3 hours. Yeah, the seat cushion feels good, mate. There's no room in my pack. So, I love comfort, mate. Seat cushion, very comfortable. I haven't made a decision yet, mate. I want to go back to LA and see how I feel, see how it goes. So, I may have some things happening in Sydney, some good earners, possibly. One thing against moving to Sydney is that Orthodox Judaism is much more plentiful in Los Angeles, so it's about 30 times as intense and as numerous in LA. The shells are bare in LA, bro. Uh-oh. Well, luckily I belong to a community, so if the worst comes to the worst, I can tap into my contacts within my Orthodox synagogue. find a bite to eat. The shells are increasingly bare in Australia too, in Sydney in particular. So they have limits on how much food you can buy at the supermarket. On the way to the airport. My final time around Sydney. God, Manly is beautiful. Every little nook and cranny that I discover in Sydney is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the Manly beach is better than the Bondi beach. How would you rate the beaches in Sydney? Okay, it looks like we're at the airport. I better log off. Talk to you later, mates.